How you doing, Bob? Welcome to Under the Radar, a show where I highlight some games that need to be recognized. Ones that flew under the radar. So, without any further ado, let's get into Ultimate Zombie Defense. This game is a prime example of an indie title. It was made by TerraDog Studios in 2020, right at the end of 2020 in December, and 3 people worked on it. 3 people. Incredible. This is the renaissance of gaming right now. Really, when you can make a game like this with 3 people, which, hey, back in the day, back in the NES days, there was maybe 10 people. It's a renaissance, friends. So what makes me want to highlight this game for you? What makes it special? Well, it is the ultimate zombie defense game. You're tasked with taking one of 8 survivors, of which in pairs they have their own classes, each with their own skill tree that you level up as you progress, in a very roguelike manner, with one key goal in mind: survive. That's it. You can build defenses, buy new guns, upgrade those guns, and kite enemies around, all in the means of surviving as long as possible. Now, this being a zombie game similar to Call of Duty's zombie games, they get a little tougher every round, and it's not just the zombies. You get some challenges in there as well. Zombie dogs with a boss attached? Count me in. In the base game, there are 3 levels to choose from, with a 4th one for DLC. Unfortunately, I don't have the DLC, but the other ones are really fun. First one on the list is the bridge. The bridge starts off with zombies coming from one side of the bridge. Then eventually at level 10, they start spawning on both sides of the bridge, forcing you to defend yourself from both sides. Next up is the city outskirts. This is easily the hardest map of the game, and that's because zombies spawn from all sides, though with careful building and planning, you can survive for a pretty long time. Last one's the mall, and unfortunately this is the easiest of the 3. You start off on the main floor initially. Once you finish a wave, you can decide, do I want to stay on the main floor or do I want to go to the upper floor? Here's where the unfortunate part comes in. You can kind of cheese the way the game spawns enemies and makes them come after you to essentially have them all chase you in one line. Outside of that though, the idea that you could swap floors is a pretty cool concept, unfortunately just not practiced very well. Granted, it being the easiest map doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. You can easily level up, but it does get a little boring, and sometimes the bosses really beat you up. If all of this doesn't convince you to check out this game, here's a couple more reasons. 4-player online co-op. That's right, you can ultimate zombie defense yourself with 3 other people. Amazing. And all of this for the price tag of $5 on Steam, and even cheaper sometimes when it's on sale. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Under the Radar. I plan to be covering a lot more games in the future. Feel free to like if you liked it, and give me any feedback on suggestions for the show, or suggestions of games I should cover in the future. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day, dear.